been on the bound. Bo, 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 boo, boo, boo. Good evening, everyone. Is anyone out there? Hello, everyone. I went outside today, just about 15 minutes ago, and I was going to put my collars in, and it said it was 80 something degrees, 85, I think it was, and the sun's beaming down, and I said, don't do it. You could do it today. Yeah, 85 degrees right here. It says sunny Baltimore, Maryland, the city that reads, so to speak. Hello, hey, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Jay, I haven't seen you in a while. Grow Family Network. Hello, how you doing? And they said, wait a minute, what is this? What's up, Jerry? Oh, they weren't speaking to me. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. I thought you were speaking to me. Let's see. We're down, definitely down to getting the garden up and running, and we got some beautiful weather. It is fall here, and I'm happy. We're talking about fruit trees at work. I'm trying to inspire as many people as I can to grow some food because I think it's important. It's long story short, I think it's important to grow something. Jerry, tell me, how are things going on your garden? How are things going there? Mr. Jerry, how are things going there? Jay, I keep saying Jerry, but Jay, how are things going on your garden and what's going on there? How can I say afternoon, morning garden? Hello, how you doing? All right, let's see what's go. All right, there we go. Anyone growing anything in the fall here this time of year? Has anyone decided to do a fall garden? I noticed that spring gardens are definitely more important. Excuse me, more how you say they're more a garden that people are. Some people overlook the fall garden. They just overlook it. Most popular is that spring and summer garden, where you have most of your pests and you have the hot weather to work in. And what only thing you got to do with the broccoli. And now that's something I've never grown, but someone mentioned to me that I should grow it. And okra. Wait a minute. Hold up. You growing okra in the fall? No, wait a minute. Oh, excuse me. Kale. Okay. Now you on the ball here. I like the definitely like the kale because that's like that keeps the doctors away. That's why I like kale. And I just bought a beautiful pack of kale seeds from where I get them from, off of eBay. And I don't like going on eBay and buying seeds because a person could package up some seeds, 3 years old, 4 years old, germination rates low. You never know. And some of them go as far as saying germination rate is 98%, something like that. And that tells me this person might want to stay in business longer than a person to buy some Walmart seeds for 50 cents a pack, put them online for $3 and that sort of thing during the fall. And they'll sell some of them until you get a couple of bad crops where you put in 50 seeds and you get 10 growing. You'll say, okay, I won't go back to this person again. So word gets around, and next thing you know, you're buying packs of seeds that you are not really selling. I have learned that if you want to grow fruiting spurs on certain fruit trees, you can do that, and there are methods that you can use to cause the tree to produce spurs, because sometimes people are impatient and they want spurs on their fruit trees. They want them on there faster, over how you say, they don't want to wait 4 to 5 years. So there are techniques to use, and I'm still researching that. One was bending a branch at the top of the tree, and that will indicate that the tree that is being attacked or is in trouble. And one thing the tree is set up to do is to reproduce. Its whole purpose is to reproduce. And when it feels, or it get an indication that's being attacked, the tree will do what it has to do to produce seeds for the next generation. And it makes perfect sense. So that being said, search around and look for ways to make sure that your trees produce the way they should. Um, I have two beautiful pear trees that it does. Okay, someone says it does. Grow Family Network said it does, and when you do that, you only want to produce food. Now, here's the most important thing I think we should look at. If you have fruit trees, what ways can you share on here that would help other people from when you like for instance, I grow peaches, and it does make sense. Yeah, it does make sense. Thank you. Um, but when you grow peaches, the bugs eat them up. If you have that problem, uh, you can indicate that right on here. Just write it up. But there's another one that is called plum tree. Plum trees is a very soft, sweet fruit, and I know you got to have issues with that fruit. Now, this is my first year uh, producing. Oh, excuse me. Next year will be my um, first year producing. This year, it's only produced like 4 plums, and they dropped because the tree is still relatively young. So what I did this year is I took the full one, what was on there. I looked at them, I photographed them, or what I videotaped them. Um, and I was amazed how beautiful the fruit looks. So, what methods do you use, or do you use any methods to keep bugs off of your apples, your pears, your plums? Because I use dormant spray on my cherry trees and my peach trees and my everything really, on those trees, so to keep the bugs off of them, kill the ones that are already uh, trying to overwinter. And when they come out of their blossoms, uh, uh, they immediately go for your fruit. Your fruit is a food supply for them. So you spray this dormancy oil to smother the the animals that grow on your fruit. Which reminds me, I have to get a larger capacity sprayer for my trees, because doing it with a little hand sprayer is really torture with 25 trees. Um, and I'm thinking about a backpack, or the one that you hold, you put up on your shoulder. That's good, but I want something that's heavy volume where I can go out there and wet these trees down real good and come back in the house. And I'm not out there all morning trying to make sure I get everything. I just wet everything down and I'm back in the house. And you want to try to do them at least twice in the fall, at least twice. Uh, More is better, I think, but at least twice. Kill the bugs that are in the ground around your trees. Also, all up and down the trunk, the branches, and everything. Kill them so that they don't come out and go for your fruit as soon as that fruit starts maturing. I had cherries this year that did not have worms in them, and that was good. What else do you grow in the fall? There are certain things you can grow in the fall. There are certain cabbages that you can grow that grow relatively well in the fall. Um, there's certain Chinese cabbage they call winter varieties of cabbage that you can put in, and that way you got your cabbage. It's a beautiful thing. And let's see, what else? I still use the chop and drop because I believe in fertilizing your soil in the fall and winter as opposed to um, doing it in the summer, which is completely the opposite of what Mother Nature does. It's the opposite. She drops the leaves, drops the branches, different branches fall off, and the biology in the soil eats um, the leaves, which in turn produces food for them, and they produce food for your trees and your grass and your bushes and all that. And once that happens, you have a situation where all of your trees are living because of the biology. But when you gather those leaves up and throw them away, put them near the curb for somebody to pick them up. Then what they do in Maryland is really, really quite slick. You bag all these up, you buy the bags, you put your energy in, and you put them in the on the curb. And once you put them there, the bags get picked up. You go to a processing plant. They turn them into this stuff called leaf mold. They put it in bags and they sell it back to you for $4 a bag. In the spring, they sell it to you for $4 a bag. Now, when it happens, you keep in mind some of these people are scraping these leaves up out of the curbs, and they get oil on them from cars and that sort of thing. So, not really a good idea, in my opinion, to do that. They collect grass clippings in bags. Um, Again, not a good idea to do because people spray certain chemicals on their grass to get it to green up. Some people spray chemicals on the grass to get rid of the weeds. And when you put that in your garden, you can get different things going on. So you might as well keep the grass there, cut it, bag it up, spread it around your trees, around your bushes, give them a nice little boost of nutrients plus a little higher nitrogen. When you trim your trees in the winter, fall, um, cut them up pieces, put them around the base of your trees. Now, I like that right there. It says Green Organic Love says hello, happy Sunday to everyone, everyone. But when you have this happen, you will gain tremendously. When you use what's in your or on your property, you will gain, and I believe in that. Don't keep running to the box stores because your great great grandmother and grandfather didn't do that. They did not do that. They used what they had and they grew beautiful gardens because number one, they knew what they were doing. The ashes from the fireplaces and the pellet stoves, beautiful fertilizers to use. Just learn how to use them correctly and you will be very successful with that as well. And all you're doing is repurposing it instead of bagging it up and throwing it away. Doesn't make sense. There's a company used to be online, used to sell bags of ashes, and they told you a great deal about all the benefits of growing, using these ashes in your garden. So I mean, I when I burn my pellets each year, I add it to a bag, load it up, and I put it around my fruit trees. I put it around my bushes. I spread it over my vegetable bed, and I'm doing good because for me, with my type of soil, to add that level of phosphorus and everything to the soil, it's a win-win. Well, you need your plants to blossom when it comes time to grow fruit and vegetables. And if you don't have the right soil balance, you'll get very little blossoming going on. Hello, how you doing, backyard gardener? Gardener, hello. Hello, look at that right there, morning garden. Hello, everyone. That's how you do it. Come into a room, I like that. Also, Jay came in and just said hello to everybody, and he had Green Organic came in and said hello, and so my point is, use what you got to get what you need, and know that Mother Nature doesn't make any mistakes. Any mistakes. They know exactly what's going on. So you don't have to worry that, oh, I wonder if I add these wood ashes, or if what I gotta throw these leaves away because there's too many of them, or it's just, trust me, I don't throw them away. I do not throw leaves away. I do not throw the leaves away. It doesn't happen. Not here. I could consider them black gold. My weeds, you know what I do with them? Chop and drop, leave them right there where they are. Plant residue from my plants that I take my tomatoes off of, everything lays right there. Come in the spring, you can't even find that stuff on the surface because the biology is eating it up. And if you don't feed the biology, they will go next door or to another property. They don't stay around where there's no food supply. You wouldn't stay around if there was no food supply where you were. You would have to leave, make a exit stage left. You would have to do that. My trees are big, pretty, and healthy. Big, pretty, healthy trees. I love them because I did what I had to do to keep these trees viable. And it gets cheaper and cheaper each year because I'm not really doing anything. I just simply trim them up, drop the debris around the base of the tree, or people call it the root zone. And when I drop them around the root zone, those leaves, or leaves or tree cuttings, feed my trees. First, by feeding the biology. Then the biology eats up the branches and the leaves, and when they eat all of this stuff, they take it and they excrete it from their systems, adding their biology to it, and also the biology that the next animal will eat that eats their waste, breaking it down further, and then their biology is mixed to it, and you got a beautiful thing going on. Yeah, you should plant trees. Yeah, what's it? If there okay, I see what you're saying here. Let's see if there are certain times of the year that you should plant your trees or relocate your trees. The best time of the year to do that, which for those who don't know, is in the fall. And the reason for that is that your tree undergoes less stress due to the hot sun, and so it's just a better deal. Um, Moving a tree in the summer, it can be done, but be very careful. Constant attention to watering and nutrients and all of that. But during the fall, everything slows down. The temperature goes down. It's a lot less stressful. That's why most of your online what they call them, places that sell all of your trees and your bushes, online nurseries, they sell most of their items during the fall. So when you come to Lowe's and Home Depot, and they got the pots of plants which could be planted any time of the year, um, that's one thing. But during the fall, you try to buy plants online to get a break on the price because they are bare roots. Um, but you really don't always get the nursery. That's it. Thank you. You always don't really get a good deal online anymore because they know you growing food. It used to be a hobby. It used to be a fun thing to say, son, we're putting in a tree. What kind of tree, daddy? We're putting in an apple tree. Apple tree? We're gonna grow our own apples, daddy? Yes, we're gonna grow our own apples. And that was back in the day how it was done. Trees were like a little of nothing when you purchased them because it was a hobby deal. They didn't sell a lot of that stuff. Nowadays, they see the increase in sales go up, and they said, the economy's rough. Apples in the store, you have to take out a loan to get them. So let's see. They're growing their own apples. They're growing their own grapes. They're growing their own, and everything you see is that they see you growing. Like right now, I went to the store and I purchased a what do you call it? I purchased a beautiful grapevine, two of them. I waited to the end of the growing season. They were a dollar a piece, folks, for those grapevines, and they would dry it out a little bit because of after a certain time they stop watering that stuff. Hell, some of them don't ever get water when they bring them into the store. They got them in a plastic bag. That's all the water they will ever receive, and that's how they do it. But here's the deal: when at the end of the growing season, they bag all that stuff back up and send it back to the companies, or they just trash it. And when you come in them stores, you don't want to talk to nobody but the manager. That's it, of the gardening department. And he looked at me and he said, "Dollar box." I went back there and I grabbed a kiwi. I grabbed kiwi, hearty kiwi. I grabbed what do they call that thing? I grabbed the grapes, two red grapes. Damn, I wish I knew what they were. Oh, I still had the boxes. I always say the boxes because in case you forget, you want to know what grapevines you have down there. Also, I purchased this one that I growing from um, Stark Brothers online nursery, and it's called the Neptune. It's a white grape, and it's considered to be a large white grape, and it's seedless. Did not get it, folks. I bought one plant. That sucker was like $12. I said, okay, I'll take the hit now, but I'm gonna take that plant and grow so many cuttings from it, as many as I can get from it right now. I'm gonna grow from that plant. Let me take care of this wasp real quick, folks. It's flying around in here. I got them. I don't like them wasps in the house. I don't like them. They will bite or sting or whatever they do, but I hit him good. Oh, yep, he just dropped. And I'll sweep up his remains and he'll be all set. Well, folks, that's the end of my rambling on this evening. I want to thanks for the thumbs up there. I want to thank you for tuning in. And Jay, it's been a while since I've been to your page. I'm gonna visit it today because I want to see what you're doing. Also, backyard gardener. Yeah, gotta check you out as well. Gotta check you out. Organic, green organic, love. I gotta check you out. I just want to see what you're doing. I want to see what you're doing, and you'll be able to see that. And if someone say, "Hey, oh, you just tuned in. I'm getting ready to roll. Getting ready to roll out." Yeah, because I got to go down and make sure everything's okay for me to get to work tonight. Tomorrow, putting in collard greens and kale. Got to be done. Got to be done. So, good people, I will see you a little bit later. So, thank you very much for tuning in. And remember, keep on growing. Keep right on growing. Keep doing it.